In all the years that I've been doing real estate, I've never seen anything like this. Originally, this was a 2-bedroom house, but over the years, somebody has added rooms and modified this house to where it doesn't make any sense. One of my clients recently bought it, and now they have hired me to figure out what to do with this house. The plan is to take this crappy house and turn it into a buyer's dream. So how we're gonna turn into a buyer's dream, let me show you the game plan. Number one is to fix the layout, because the way it is right now, it is a buyer's nightmare. So how we're gonna do that? Let's go ahead and see that right now. The front door is right there, right? But then when you walk into the front door, you immediately go into the master bedroom. And that doesn't make any sense for me. You walk into the front door, you go into the master. This is supposed to be a living room. And then in here, there's a bathroom for the master, right? Then you have your kitchen coming out of the master. And the other thing that doesn't make any sense is you have to walk out and the laundry room is outside. The kitchen's right here, and then you have this giant living room. It's just wasted square footage, and as of right now, this layout does not make any sense. So this is the new proposed layout and what we're probably gonna do with this property. Some of the dimensions don't make any sense, like this room is showing bigger than this. You just have to trust me, this is just gonna work. So as of right now, we're gonna keep the front door the same. We're probably gonna add a gable here, like a nice walking path. So you have a covered front porch basically. But we're gonna pretty much bring this back and make this a living room again. So you're gonna walk in the house, go into the living room, which is nice. That bathroom that's there right now, we're gonna turn it into a mechanical room. That's where gonna be where the AC, maybe the water heater, we don't know yet, because the AC is currently in the closet of this room right here, which doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna keep the bedrooms the same. In this bathroom, this wall is gonna get extended probably, so we can go ahead and make it a little bigger. But then when you walk in the house, living room, and then we're gonna take down the wall that's right here and expand the kitchen into the other living room. And then this is gonna be like your island. And then there's like a secret space right here where we're gonna do a secret pantry, which is nice. We're gonna go ahead and enclose the carport. So we're gonna add another bedroom there. And then that way, when you're doing your laundry, you're not going outside. We're just gonna put a door right here so you're still inside of the house. So this is technically gonna be bedroom number 1, bedroom 2 staying the same, bedroom 3 staying the same. This is all gonna change, so it's gonna be nice. Your dining area is probably gonna be here. And again, this is not proportional to size, but we're gonna put the master bedroom in the back. It's gonna be a nice size room. It's probably, realistically, it's probably like this big. Look, I'm not an architect, but this is just kind of an idea of what the house will look like. The carport is gonna stay here. And that is basically what we're gonna do and fix the layout of this house, because right now in 2025 standards, that other layout does not make any sense. Trust me when I tell you, this is gonna feel so much better when we're done. So now that we know how we're gonna fix this, step number 2 is to do the remodel. So we are at the house. It's gonna feel so different. Oops. All right. Oh, wow. Wow. The kitchen used to be here. Look, the floor was elevated. Oh, this is really, really nice. So we're back at the house and it looks completely different. Now it got framed up. So this is where the kitchen's gonna be. If y'all remember, there was a wall right here and that was not there at all. Remember, there was like a little step that came down here and then this was underneath. Now this is all level. We're gonna have the hidden pantry right here. The door got actually moved a little bit to the right. You're gonna have your kitchen here, your island, dining table here, your living room here on this side. This used to be a big open just room. Now they added this wall, which makes more sense. Now you have a door that leads you to the carport. And then also, I don't know if you noticed, this right here is the front door. Now it's gonna have a nice little mudroom section here. This was an exterior wall. Now you have a laundry room, extra water heater room right here. And this was the carport. Now is a bedroom. This side pretty much stayed the same. This used to be a bathroom. So now this is the mechanical room. This is where the AC lives right here. You have your bathroom, which we made a little bigger by pushing that wall a little bit more so you can have a nice tub because the bathroom was really tiny. Reposition the toilet, and then now you're gonna have your double vanity. Now this is a room in here, and if y'all remember correctly, the HVAC system used to be here. Now you have a primary suite on this side of the home. Check it out. So you have this little hallway nook in here. And if y'all remember correctly, there used to be like a chimney and some other shelves over here. All that is gone. All that is completely gone. And now you have your master bathroom here with a nice shower. You're gonna have a tub here, double vanity, toilet, a window to the carport. There's a nice window there as well. And a huge closet. That's one thing that a lot of people, when they do flips and stuff, they forget about how important a big primary closet is. You'll be surprised on how many times somebody doesn't buy a house because there's not enough closet space. So we make sure that there's enough closet space in this house, and you also get a lot of light in here. Honestly, it's only been about a month and they've got a lot done. Supposedly this is gonna be ready in about 3 weeks. I'm so impressed with how nice this actually looks. It's kind of cool to see pretty much everything that we kind of talked about with the architect and then the investors as well, and see it come into life. We're in the backyard right now. This is just all gonna get cleaned up. Nothing really to do here. This shed is just gonna get cleaned up, power wash, and possibly painted. This is the other side of the backyard, which is also nice. It's nice, usable yard. You have a front entry on that side. This is what the front of the house looks like now, and that's all closed up. I believe the siding is gonna continue all the way through. They're gonna add a nice little gable in the front, so the front of the house just looks a lot nicer. So 7 days later, we're here to get an update on the house. I heard the kitchen cabinets were installed. Some of the bathrooms are a little further along. We're gonna get a 7-day update from the last time we were here. Things that have changed, nothing really in the front. Everything looks pretty much the same. Now we are gonna go through the front door. Oh, and yes, cabinets were installed for sure. Okay, so it's been a week later, and for sure the kitchen cabinets are in. Everything looks good. You have this beautiful kitchen that just makes a lot more sense. You have your like white oak stain cabinets for your island, big sink. You're gonna have a nice hood right here in your stove with a pot filler. If you see this pipe right here is for a pot filler. We're doing cabinets all the way up. You know, you could spend less money by getting just shorter cabinets, but it just makes it look better if you have them all the way up. Also in here, dishwasher, and you have your space, you know, to cook, dishwasher, everything's here. The refrigerator is gonna go right here. So you have your fridge right here. Now we're gonna go ahead and see my favorite part about this house, because this is not a cabinet, it's actually a hidden pantry. Yeah, so this is a hidden pantry in the kitchen, and it looks super nice. You can't even tell that this is here, but the pantry actually runs all the way to the end over here, so it's actually very nice and spacious. Yeah, this is a pretty deep pantry, and it goes this way. Fought really hard to get because I think it's gonna give you that extra special character that houses around here don't have, to be honest with you. But seeing it with the cabinets and everything just makes it feel so much better. Now we're gonna go into the bathroom. Vanities were installed, so double vanity here, natural again. This has already been tiled. It's gonna be a nice glass shower, and then on this side you're gonna have a nice tub. Okay, we're in the hallway bathroom too. Vanity's looking good. You got your tub on this side. Right now the trim is being worked on the house, so baseboards, door trims, and all that is getting done right now. For a whole week, everything's looking good. The drywall finishing is looking a lot better. It's getting closer to a finished product, to where painting is about to happen soon. This project is moving really fast. It is probably gonna be done, I'll say, 4 to 6 weeks. There's still a lot that needs to be done, a lot of exterior things. And then the flooring, once the flooring goes in, everything moves super fast. So this is gonna stay and that is gonna go in the front. So then you have your door. If you notice the pantry, the hidden pantry, this is the door that leads to that. So you have access to go straight into the kitchen. Or if you park up there, you can go towards the front of the house. Yeah, this backyard, nothing really needs to happen back here. I think they're gonna trim a little bit of the trees up here. So now that the remodel has been completed, it is step 3 of the game plan, which is finding the buyer. So how we're gonna do that? We're gonna list the house up for sale for $550,000. And we're gonna make videos, market the property in hopes that we can find the buyer who has been dreaming about this exact house. After 2 months of work, the house is finally done. We're gonna go ahead and show you the inside so you guys can see everything that was done to it. We're also gonna talk about the little details and things on why we did what we did. First thing that you're gonna notice that is completely different, obviously, is the siding. We went ahead and did board and batten just to kind of bring it up to speed. And the reason why we did that is several. Number one, the siding on the home was fine, right? But if you notice right here, we did an addition. We added this bedroom to the home. And once you do that, it was gonna look weird to have like the same type of siding here and then the other siding over here. And then one major thing that you would notice, obviously, is this gable here. So this was added to give the property a little bit more cover appeal. And adding this nice little gable here just elevates the look of the house. And then also it serves the function of like, it is a covered patio. So you get to the house and that your Amazon packages don't get like, you know, wet. And then also like you have a place to put some chairs and kind of just hang out right here. And we're about to see the rest of the home. So check this out. If y'all remember correctly, where we're standing right now, this used to be a bathroom. And this used to be the primary bedroom, which kind of didn't make any sense. Now that we walk into the house, this just feels a lot better. I think the kitchen used to end right here. It used to be like a step down into just a weird addition, but now this just makes a lot more sense. Look, walk into the house, you're in the living room here, and you know, it's a wide open concept. The kitchen looks very, very nice. You could have your dining here. We think that right here just makes a lot more sense. It's kind of out of the way and tucked away. This is their primary bedroom. And the kitchen here that you see, it's pretty much a two-tone kitchen. And why do we do a two-tone kitchen? It just looks better. It elevates the look. And then again, my favorite feature of this kitchen is having a hidden pantry. Why do we do this stuff, right? Like, why do we spend extra money to have a hidden pantry? Look, and it's pretty deep. Well, we found out that we had all this extra space. And we were like, hey, why don't we just do a hidden pantry rather than having an awkward shaped kitchen where we can just have like everything in a straight line, right, with an island. And then we have this space back here. And this is literally just bringing something that you find in a, like, say, for example, $1 million house around here, right? So that's one thing that we definitely were super intentional about that. And then on this side, there was some changes that we did. This was now the mechanical room. If y'all remember correctly, you know, this used to be where the bathroom was at. One thing that did change from this bathroom is that it was extended to, let's see, maybe the bathroom used to end right here, and it was extended about a foot so you can fit the tub, so we can rearrange it. So now that we're in here, you see this bathroom makes a lot more sense. Again, the bathroom used to end like right here. We went ahead and extended it that way so you can have your tub here, a double vanity, you have space for that. Now we're gonna go into the other two bedrooms. This one's pretty much stayed the same. This is a standard size bedroom. We didn't really change anything here other than maybe like I think changing the windows. But if y'all remember correctly, in this bedroom that we're about to go into now, the size of it and layout did not change. But if y'all remember, the HVAC system used to be here. And that was dumb and stupid. So we went ahead and took it out of that and just moved the HVAC system over there because, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to have it here at all. So somebody did that at some point, some contractor did that and it just didn't make any sense. So a lot of the fixing that you do is just creative repairs, right? Like how can we fix something maybe that somebody else did that didn't make any sense? And the other thing that we did with this property was this. Okay, so from this point forward, the house used to end. You used to walk pretty much outside of the house. This used to be a carport. And now this is an entire bedroom. So this is the 4th bedroom that was added to the home. And it's great. So if somebody has like say space for an office or they just want like a workout room or something like that, it gives you the flexibility to have that here. Adding this other bedroom obviously maximizes the cell, and then you also have a full closet in here. So you know this is another bedroom. Now the awesome thing about doing that is that it gave us the ability, this was already kind of here, this was a closet, but now you know there used to be a wall right here and the laundry room was here in a weird space. Now you have a full laundry room. And then you have a space in here, which this is original. Water heater, kind of a mechanical room. And this house has spray foam insulation in the ceiling because it is an older home, right? Now we're gonna go into the master bedroom. And again, there's like little finishes here, like for example, the arches right here, right? Why do we do this? It just makes it look better, it makes it feel better. And we could have just done a door here, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, when you walk into a bedroom, you don't want to like from the main living area open the door and then people see inside of the home. It like has this like weird just privacy. It feels like you're invading somebody's space, especially if you open the door and see it. So that's why you have this little walkway here and you walk into the room this way. Right now where a chimney used to be. We don't need to have a chimney. Obviously chimneys are nice, but you don't need to have them in every house. So that was deleted, and then this window was added. I believe this window was already there. This is enough space from here to there to have a king size bed. And this room is actually very good in size. Like this is a very nice bedroom. This section was built almost halfway. So out of this whole section here, about 60% is the bathroom and 40% is the closet. We wanted to do a very nice sized closet because that is another reason why houses don't sell sometimes. You may have a nice, beautiful home, but you don't have a nice primary closet. This is the primary closet, and we decided to do built-ins because it's nicer. 100% of the time, the people buy a house, they're gonna live in this room. And the other rooms, they may or may not use them, but they will use this room for sure because this is the primary bedroom. So you want to have a nice closet. So there's plenty of space here. And then there's also space for, storage. It can be your shoes. You can put your, like your jeans and t-shirts in here. We just give people options. So you don't have to do that for every closet. But the primary, you should do some type of built-in. It just elevates the property. So now we're going to step into the primary bathroom, which was not here at all. So this is very nice. This is very, millennial-ish, you could say, because you have your freestanding tub here. You have a nice shower there with a nice glass. And a lot of investors don't like to invest money into having a nice custom like shower door. Yes, it's expensive, but it just elevates the look of the home. And okay, so if you're gonna ask for more money for the house, right, you have to, give people that feeling of, okay, this house is worth a lot more. And this is exactly what this does. Like if we could not have this glass here, but it gives you that, okay, this house was done correctly, it was done right, and I'm gonna go ahead and spend more money, right? So same thing with having a window here. This window was not here. Does this have a purpose? Yeah, it brightens up the room a little bit. It cuts up the having nothing here, and having a window here just makes it feel nicer because you get natural light in here. And this is something that you can save money, not do, but it just makes the bathroom feel a lot better. Obviously, you have the frosted glass, so no one can really see inside of the bathroom. And then you have a double vanity. It looks very nice. You have the big mirrors here. You can always save money, but if you source the internet correctly, you could have like this size rooms for a good price. Something else that my clients did too as well was the vertical tile. Just if you do vertical tiling, right, instead of doing it like horizontal, it just draws the lines like taller, makes the room feel bigger, makes the ceilings feel higher. And I'm gonna show you all what we did with the carport in that section. That looks very nice. And we're also gonna see the backyard as well. There used to be another carport here. One of the investors was the one that had the idea of just taking this off. And it makes a lot more sense because you do have a carport here, so you can park your car under here and then you can go in the house that way. So this was kind of unnecessary and it made the front of the house, it made it look cheap. And now that this is, you know, tucked in back here, it just makes it feel nicer. And then most people are just gonna park their car and go into this door too. This tree is gonna stay here. It was trimmed, so some of the limbs were trimmed. It's a very nice sized backyard. Not a lot was done other than just like kind of cleaning it up. This is the original shed that was with the house. You know, they just painted it to make it just look nicer. It's just storage. There's nothing else to it. I think it does add a little bit of value. Not having one just kind of reduces the utility of this space because you know you want a place to put your lawnmower. You don't have a garage here, place to kind of keep all the things that you don't want to keep inside of your house. This is a great place right here. So the house is ready to go on the market. The area right now, the average days on market is about 14 to 21 days. That's how long it's expected to sell, but I have a feeling this house is going to go fast because it's one of a kind. Once the property sells, we're going to go ahead and discuss the numbers, how much the house was purchased for, how much was the renovation cost, and how much it sold for, and what the profit was in this project. After just a few weeks on the market, we were able to get a buyer and we closed at $555,000, which is $5,000 over the asking price, which makes this the most expensive house ever sold in this neighborhood. Profit for my clients was over 6 figures. Glad that our marketing found the perfect buyer and now on to the next project. For more content like this, please like and subscribe and we'll see you guys in the next video.